Your no-show policy is working. That is not the compliment it sounds like, because a deposit does exactly one thing. It makes sure you get paid something when a client vanishes. It does not put a human being in that chair. Most salons have built a very good system for the first problem, and no system at all for the second. Pressed for Profit is brought to you by nailprinter.ca, the official home of O2 Nails nail printers in North America. Anything on the site is 10% off with code PRESSED. I'm Maya, and today's money move is about the hour you already lost and how to sell it twice. Here is what most people think. No-shows and cancellations are the same problem with the same fix. Tighten the policy, take a deposit, send more reminders. And honestly, the defense works. Industry no-show rates run roughly 15 to 30%. Deposits cut missed appointments by about 29%. A Cochrane review of 8 randomized trials found text reminders lifted attendance by around 14%. Those are real numbers, and you should be using all 3. But here is what I think the industry has backwards. Every one of those tools is defensive. They protect money you were already owed. Not one of them earns the hour back. And the hour is the expensive half. When a client cancels Thursday morning for a Friday 2 o'clock, your rent does not drop. Your tech is still on the floor. Rent, labor, and supplies are the biggest costs in a salon, and every one of them is fixed against a schedule that just developed a hole. Say a deposit recovers $25 on an $80 service, refilling the slot recovers the whole $80, and it is the most profitable revenue in your week because you have already paid for it. The chair, the light, the person, the product, all bought. So why does almost nobody do it? Not because there is no demand, because there is no list and no message. The cancellation lands while the front desk is mid-service. By the time anyone thinks about it, it is Friday morning and the hour is gone. The window to resell a slot is measured in hours, and in most salons, nobody owns it. The fix is not a campaign, it is a standing list, and you already have the buyers, the client who asked for something earlier and took what she could get, the one who wanted Saturday and settled for Tuesday, the one who books 6 weeks out and would absolutely come tomorrow if anyone offered. Now the honest objection, because it is the one I hear every time. My clients book weeks ahead, nobody in my town drops everything for a 2 o'clock. Fair. And that is exactly why this fails when salons try to fill the slot from strangers. Post it publicly with a discount attached, and you have just taught your entire client base that waiting produces a deal. You are not selling to strangers. You are selling to about 20 people who already told you they wanted a better time and never got a call when one opened. That is not a discount. That is an upgrade, and it costs you nothing. Here is where a nail printer changes the shape of this. A generic open slot is a weak offer. It is just, we had a cancellation. A named slot is a strong one. Friday at 2 with one of this month's limited designs. Now it is scarce, it is specific, and it has a reason to be today instead of next month. The reason most salons cannot make that offer is that anything custom is unpredictable. It eats an unknown amount of chair time, and it depends on which tech happens to be working. A printer makes a one-of-one design repeatable. Same result, same slot, whoever is in the chair, in seconds. Not the 30 to 45 minutes hand painting takes. That is what lets you attach a design to a same-day offer, put a price next to it, and still finish on time. Quick word from our sponsor. And today I want to take on the thing owners actually ask me about first. Ink. Nailprinter.ca runs monthly ink refill plans from $559 to $899 depending on your volume. The working assumption we use, and I want to be clear that it is an assumption and not a guarantee, is roughly 70 manicure sets per cartridge, which puts ink somewhere in the neighborhood of $4 a set. Results vary by business, pricing, local demand, and execution. But if you are pricing a printed design set anywhere in the $15 to $45 range, that is the margin question answered. Listeners get 10% off anything with code PRESSED at nailprinter.ca. This week's action. One thing. Open your booking software and build a list called Early Slot. Put 20 names on it, anyone who has asked to come in sooner in the last 3 months. Then write one text and save it, so sending it is one tap instead of 15 minutes of composing. Something like, "We just had Friday at 2 open up, it is yours if you want it." No discount, no apology. And the next time somebody cancels, you send it before you have finished reading the cancellation. Pressed for Profit is brought to you by nailprinter.ca. Code PRESSED saves you 10% on anything. If you want to see what one refilled hour a week is actually worth to your salon over a year, the ROI calculator at nailprinter.ca/pages/ROI calculator will do that math with you. Results vary by business, pricing, local demand, and execution. That's your edge for today. I'm Maya. Keep it pressed, keep it profitable.